Yo, what is good everybody, and thank you so much for stopping by the channel. For today's video, we're gonna be taking a look at the latest from Fear of God Athletics, namely the Fear of God Athletics Clay Pack. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, I definitely had my hesitation prior to purchasing these new sneakers, namely due to the fact that I already own the basketball sneaker in the previous colorways. But what ultimately made me go ahead and pull the trigger on these sneakers despite already owning them is the fact that this clay colorway is just so good. So for that reason, I did end up picking up both the Los Angeles Runner as well as the Fear of God basketball sneaker. Let's go ahead and crack these boxes open and see if this was a worthy purchase. So starting things off with the LA Runner. This is definitely a sneaker that I absolutely slept on from the first release. You guys did catch my previous videos. You already saw that I picked up the 86 lows as well as the basketball sneakers, the one model, in the LA Atmosphere vlog. If you didn't get a chance to see that vlog or the full inclusive review on those aforementioned sneakers and the clothing collection, go ahead and check it out. I will have a link at the top of the screen as well as in the description below. But yeah, man, I ultimately ended up sleeping on this shoe just because I was already spending so much at the release. I think I spent around $2,000, and I just said to myself, I can't get everything. This time around, I had to pick these up, man. They're just so good. Just like in the previous boxes, we've got the embossed 3 stripes in that rubber material up top. Just a really beautiful unboxing presentation. You've got Adidas tonal there on the top of it. Very fire. You've got Adidas branding paper. And then getting into the package here, extra set of laces. Very nice. They are in this like off-white or cream colorway. It's actually my first time seeing the clay in person of the LA Runner, and oh my goodness. So at the Atmosphere, I actually didn't get a chance to like hold them in hand. I really just like looked at them and, you know, got some video of them obviously. But surprisingly enough, this shoe is definitely on the lighter side. Now there was kind of a common consensus, or I should say a common take online kind of grilling this shoe, saying that it was essentially a glorified Nike Runner. And while they wouldn't be totally incorrect, there really are so many great attributes that make this shoe so good, and it's really all characterized by the insane attention to detail. Out front, you've got this really soft, super premium suede. It really is unlike any standard pair of Adidas I've ever had in hand. All of that super premium suede is fused together with this ripstop material. It feels fantastic, has a lot of elasticity. What's really great about that is these two working in tandem together allows for a good level of stability, that being in the form of the suede. And with that elastic ripstop material, you also have the benefit of breathability as well as added comfort. Very fire shoe for the upper. But working our way over to the midsole and outsole, we have a midsole outsole combination that is comprised of a really nice super dense rubber. It's very dense in the sense that it feels super premium, but not too dense to take away from its energy return. I'd say overall these are very comfortable in the midsole area. And then working our way out to the outsole, it is a translucent rubber outsole, which does have these jagged edges. I do appreciate this element about the shoe simply due to the fact that it adds a little bit of height, which is really great for us short kings. But in addition to that, they do act as a little bit of extra contrast between the midsole and the outsole. I think that is an understated amount of contrast, just adding to the overall dynamic of the shoe. Jerry really went above and beyond with regard to attention to detail, from the suede used to the very nice ripstop material to the midsole being just dense enough to be both comfortable yet feel very luxurious. And then you've got the subtle hits all throughout the shoe, like the black branding here, the Fear of God branding on the back, as well as the tonal branding of Adidas here on the translucent outsole. I really can't believe I slept on this shoe, man. This is such a good sneaker. I can see myself really getting a lot of wear out of these come the summertime. What is fantastic about this shoe is that they are still readily available on both Confirmed app as well as on Fear of God's website. as of this very moment. They are priced at $170. And at 170 bucks, I do think that is a very, very practical price point for the shoe, simply due to the fact that you are getting quite a few attributes. You're getting that element of athletic comfort, but in addition to that, you are getting a little bit of that luxurious feel, as we've come to know from Fear of God and everything that they make. So very great shoe overall. When it comes to sizing, I did take a size 9 in these shoes, and I find that they fit perfect. Generally speaking, I take anywhere from an 8.5 to a 9. Again, these are 9, they fit excellent. All right, so next up we have the One basketball model. Again, opting for a size 9 as I did with my previous pairs. Definitely very much so looking forward to seeing how these look in hand, as the clay colorway, as I mentioned, might be the best one to release as of late. All right, so same deal here. We have the embossed logos, 3 stripes up top, as well as a tonal logo here on the sides. Got the foil bags here, definitely very reminiscent of not just these basketball shoes, but the ones from Nike as well. Oh man, these look so good. Wow, these actually look incredible in person, and dare I say, the best colorway to release of the Fear of God 1 model, whether you're wearing like sandwash denim, black denim, Athletica, sweatpants, brown shoes look really good, and that's gonna be the case here with this clay pair. Of course, this is more like a taupe, but you guys get what I'm saying. Now, for the sneaker, we have an upper that is comprised of a toe box that is made up of a TPU film covering the mesh. This allows for the shoe to have a good amount of lockdown in the event that you do actually wear these for quick strikes and basketball and things of that nature. As you work your way through the sneaker, it is mainly comprised of mesh, but you do have that TPU film that covers a majority of it. Here acting as both a cage for additional lockdown purposes, as well as branding. You have the 3 stripes that go across the lateral portion of the shoe, as well as for the medial portion. But one kind of understated element is the fact that Jerry went with a matte coating or matte finish for this sneaker, but for the perimeter of the TPU cage is a bit of a gloss finish. This to me just speaks more into that attention to detail that always comes along with Fear of God. I think this looks very, very good, adding a little bit more dimension to the shoe, a little bit more contrast, allowing for that cage to really pop out against the rest of the sneaker. As I mentioned in the full and comprehensive video, this is almost gonna feel like a booty type of shoe in the sense that it is comprised of an ankle collar that is made up of neoprene material to be very stretchy. Now for the lacing system, you've got tonal laces that cover the sneaker, and then you have this bungee cord out top with a lace lock there that you can tighten, but probably won't affect the way that the shoe performs overall. Now I know I kind of already referenced my previous video, the comprehensive review, but I actually did a basketball video where I actually hooped in my all white pair and did a review on those. So if you guys want a little bit more understanding as to what you can expect from a performance perspective on this shoe, go ahead and check that video out as well. I'll have that provided down below as well as at the top of the screen. And now working our way to the midsole, it is translucent. As you can see, you've got the Fear of God branding here on the back of it, on the heel, and then you've also got the Adidas branding tonally. Encapsulated in this midsole is light strike technology, and it's essentially somewhat like Boost. I won't say it's as energy returning as Boost, but it's still very cushiony. What I do like about that is the fact that this specific material still allows for a good amount of court feel, which isn't necessarily the case with Boost, at least in my humble opinion. And for the traction here on the outsole, you've got a herringbone traction. It's pretty standard for basketball sneakers. Nothing too crazy about them. It's not very, very deep either. Traction's okay with these shoes. I'm not exactly crazy about them. Again, I did do like an actual basketball performance video. But yeah, overall, in terms of performance for basketball, I wasn't crazy about these shoes. I feel like these could have definitely been quite a bit better, but But again, this is supposed to be kind of almost a hybrid of two, where you can wear them with streetwear outfits on the streets as well as somewhat on the court. All right, and so that is gonna do it for today's video. Just a quick unboxing and review of Fear of God Athletics clay pack. I'd be interested in hearing in the comment section down below if you did end up picking up either one from this release or just skipped altogether. I'll be sure to provide links down below to where you can find these sneakers for purchase, and I'll catch you in the next upload. Peace and be blessed.